How very human of Goda. Like, I think this is the most human I've seen him be. Like, I mean, I know he is a human. I'm just saying, like, in terms of the way he acted as a character, just a very human and down-to-earth reaction in the way this episode was handled by him. And it goes to show you not even someone like Goda, one of the best boys of this year, can stop himself from feeling down in the dirt and feeling like he's not worthy enough for said girl, because that's what he feels. And a very human reaction. I have to compliment Ore Monogatari for being very human, especially with that final scene, the final segment of this episode, seeing, you know, how the dude was like, hey, you need to break up with her and all that, she's mine, and, you know, I'm more suited for her because we share the same hobbies, and many things like that. When I saw that scene, I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, honestly, as soon as I saw that guy do what he did to Goda, I'm like, fuck you, dude, get the fuck back before Goda does some whoop ass on you. Like, seriously, this guy can go fuck off. I mean, him just coming out and saying that to someone like Goda was fucked up. He's like, you don't suit her, like, I'm better for her. Like, this is what I would say if I was Goda. Like, bitch, you don't even know me. That's what I would probably say. I mean, just because you can't fucking cook, or you can't be a person that can make and bake and different things like that, doesn't mean you're not compatible with a person that can bake and cook really well. That doesn't mean that. It's like saying, because someone doesn't like anime, like, I can't be with someone that doesn't like anime, but, no, they accept me for my hobbies. That's the point I'm getting at. Just to see how that dude was thinking just because you don't share similar hobbies means that you shouldn't be together, that's fucked up. That really is. And it really pisses me off seeing how the dude just came out and said something like that to Goda. And I understand Goda's reactions in a certain extent because he has this atmosphere about him, the way he feels about himself, is because he realizes he's not the best guy of all time, like the best looking guy. Normally girls would go for the pretty boy Suna. Let's just face the facts here. Let's really put the cold hard facts on the table. Majority of women would most likely go after Suna because of his appearance, because of the way he looks. And someone like Goda most likely would be pushed to the side for a long time. And that's sad. It's a really fucked up thing, but that is the truth. Cold hard truth. And to see how this dude was just coming out and just judging Goda for how he looks and how he acts, different things like that, it just disgusted me. It disgusted the fuck out of me. It really did. Kind of pissed me off a little bit, but not gonna try to get into rage mode. Thing is, okay, I can understand where Goda's coming from, because he, right now, throughout his entire life, he's always felt like he hasn't really been popular with the ladies. I mean, he said this many times throughout this season of Ore Monogatari, like, he's not popular with the ladies. He doesn't think he is at all. I mean, when he was talking to Yamato, he's like, you know, I'm not really popular with the girls. That's what he was saying. Like, he honestly believed no girl really thought of him like a romantic way or anything, and so he was shocked to see someone like Yamato fall in love with him because he's never really experienced that. Even though he's slightly dense, he at the very least knows about how majority of people perceive him, and it's kind of sad. It's really sad how Goda feels like that, and how he puts himself in this situation with this episode because he feels like he is not worthy of someone like Yamato that can bake, be very nice, and just all cute and fluffy, pretty much. And to see how she interacts with him, he realizes he can't have and hold a conversation with her like some can. It's like this, okay? Let's say I watch, or no, here's a better example. Let's say I read Berserk, okay? And I do read Berserk. I read the entire Berserk, and I really dive into Berserk. And then all of a sudden I meet this person, and they've never read it. Of course, they can't hold a conversation with me. That's a given. You can't hold a conversation with a fan of Berserk if you've never read the material yourself, or if you're not interested in the material. But that doesn't mean that we can't be friends or like each other. That does not mean that. What I'm getting at is, just because sometimes that you can't really hold a conversation or understand certain parts about this person's hobbies doesn't mean you can't be together. Honestly, the beauty of a romantic relationship is having two individuals that are slightly different being able to bond together. That is how our true romance kind of should be. You have a romance that is too similar, sometimes it doesn't always work out, even if it seems like they have compatible hobbies all around. And so sometimes actually having a little bit of differences between each other does help out the romantic couple. And to see how that was done with this, and how Goda has to face this type of issue, it's very, very human. Very human. Like a very human episode. And I don't normally see this or say this about an anime. Like, I really thought I was watching a real-life drama unfold in front of my eyes when I was watching this episode. It felt like a real human episode when it came to drama. Yeah. You remember how I said many episodes ago, I think about 5, maybe 4 episodes? I said it a while ago, though, many weeks back. I said, Monogatari doesn't have much drama, and it doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, when it does have drama, it squashes that drama in under like an episode, or under 10 minutes. That's usually how it handles it. And this drama is something I expected because it's Monogatari, but also I never expected it to be this realistic in a certain sense, the way it was handled. And once again, kudos to Monogatari from staying realistic and handling certain situations in a way that everyday life people actually have to handle. I mean, there's people out there right now that does that shit all the time to someone like Goda. And it's kind of fucking sick and sad, but that shit happens. And to see how this episode was, damn. And what really irritates me a little bit is how this dude is just coming up on Goda's girlfriend like he's doing, not even saying nothing to Yamato, misleading her, and he knows she's taken, and he's still trying to be with her. That's... Just, yeah, I'm gonna get into rage mode if I continue. I'm not even gonna continue. I'm not. I'm already starting to get very frustrated. Not at the series, but at the dude. And I don't want to get into that mode. I really don't. So, I want to just drop it here. And I can't wait for the next episode. Supposedly, Monogatari is going to be delayed next week. I want to clarify that. I saw on Anime News Network that we're not going to get an episode of Monogatari next week. Or something. So, if you're expecting an episode next week, don't. There's not going to be an episode. So, yeah. The finale of Monogatari will be saved until, like, 2 weeks from now. Now that I've said that, I think I've said all I need to say. You all have a wonderful day or not wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.